So good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. I'm looking at this beautiful world over here. I'm gonna show you guys. Good morning. So you guys, I finally said my last goodbye to Creston, Iowa. I'm packed up. It's not that it's bittersweet or anything. It's just sweet. Just driving around and places we used to go, things we used to do, watching other kids play. There's actually some kids out yesterday. One of them looked like my son when he was little, riding his bike. And it's just fun things we used to tell the kids about Creston and stories and families. You guys, it's just, I guess this is my season to let it go. I'm letting go of a lot of stuff. I don't know if you can call it sacrificing, but I left some chairs, metal chairs. Always needed extra chairs for people who came over. So it's like, I hate getting rid of things I know I'm going to have to buy later. I already have 2 vacuums at home. I have a shampooer and a regular vacuum, but I love my Kirby vacuum. So, hello, welcome on. Good morning, good morning. I'm Angelina Herrera. I build engines for a living, but I let God build me. And I am saying goodbye to Creston, Iowa. And putting our house up for sale. And I'm just getting rid of more and more stuff. So I'm happy we brought our $300-$400 ladder with us. Because these are just tools that I really, really, really used in my truck. But it's just a lot of shedding this season for me. Saying, goodbye to the town that I got to raise all my kids. You guys, my kids had the same as my husband. This is a real small, anyway, just beautiful and safe for my kids. And still friends with them today. My sons, they went to preschool together with their friends, and I'm still friends with their moms today. And my oldest is 26, and my other son's 22. So I'm happy. I'm happy that I had Creston to raise my kids and to go to church and for them to get graduated. And this is where I got married. Creston, Iowa, got married. You guys, I'm saying goodbye to a lot of things this season. It's just, I don't know how it's going for you guys. But keep saying goodbye. Keep feeling all the emotions. Everybody says, don't get emotional. No, get emotional. Be really honest with you and others. And get emotional. Right or wrong or indifferent. We'll mature. We'll get it right. But we always have to know where we're at and what we're working on at the time. So get emotional. Because I think that's the best way to be free. Anything. Just be really honest. But I'm saying goodbye to Creston, Iowa. Saying bye because none of my kids live here anymore. One in Alabama, one in New York. I have one here in Iowa, but he's more in Des Moines. It's like 90 miles from Creston. But this is where I raised my kids. This is where I got married. And this is where I got to leave a house behind. Then when I go home, I got to leave a truck behind. Because I want to get moving to Gulf Shores. I want to be closer to the beach. And I won't need my big truck to get me out of the snow or rescue people or tow cars or, go to the landfill anymore or all the brush. We get a lot of storms in Iowa, a lot of tornadoes in Iowa, and you'd be, shoveling your streets here with just tree branches and everything else, and trees and trees and trees grow here, you guys. Maybe not as much as Alabama. I see Alabama. No wonder they call it the sticks. I mean, it's just a lot of trees in Alabama. So, just reminiscing. It's not a sour goodbye. It's not a bad goodbye. It's just a letting go. It's like, thank you, Creston. I love you, Creston. And I just let you go. And let other people enjoy the house. Enjoy my house I had. Let other people enjoy it and be blessed and have good memories and have good meals and share fun and laughter. You guys, I remember We had a big Thanksgiving, you guys. Try fitting 20 people in your living room and two 8-foot long tables. I can remember this, you guys. And my husband, and I don't know who's worse, me or him. We always want to make sure we have enough food. And I kid you not, I don't know who's worse. Who do you think's worse, dear? Who always say, "Oh, gotta make sure we have enough. Gotta make sure we have enough food." Oh, really? Okay, honey. Say hi to everybody.
Hello.
Tell them how many prime ribs we had, or how many amount of people we had at a Thanksgiving or Christmas. I can't remember. Probably Thanksgiving.
Which one? No, one year we cooked 2 prime ribs.
Yes. And how many people did we have?
I don't know. 5 or 6.
And who's worse at that? Me or you?
It's definitely you. You're trying to feed for 200 people.
Oh, and how many you try to feed when we only have 6 people with 2 prime ribs?
6 people.
Oh my goodness. Oh my
6
goodness.
people.
Oh, Lillian. Hello, welcome on. I hope I said your name right. Hello, welcome on. I'm Angelina Herrera. I build engines for a living while letting God build me. And you guys are seeing my handsome, handsome husband, Isaac, right now. Gamer X, welcome on. Good morning. You guys are saying goodbye to our hometown. We got married here. We raised our kids here. They graduated. 3 of the 4 graduated here in Creston. Hello, Nadia. God bless you. Hello. We're just saying goodbye to Creston, Iowa. We're selling our house. Our kids graduated here. And it's a lot of shedding this season. Oh, God bless you. Dear Nadia says, I am the biggest fan in the whole entire life. The whole entire So, yes. My poor baby girl. We got the truck packed, you guys, to the max. I mean, I was asking my husband after all his packing, are you sure you never worked for like a toy company or something? How was packing, honey?
It was challenging, but I got everything to fit.
Oh yeah, you want to run us through that one?
No. No, because I'd probably make a lot of people wonder how in the world I got all this stuff to fit in. But I got it fit in there.
Let's see, you guys. How big is our bed? I'm gonna draw a picture for them, dude. How big is our truck bed?
It's 5.5 by 4.
Yes, we have a 5.5 truck bed, you guys. We got a skill saw, ladder, probably 2 rooms of full bedding,
we got a lot in there.
Tools, 8-foot table folded. I mean, you guys, this is the mastermind right here, you guys. He is the mastermind. He is the mastermind.
A garage full of tools.
Yeah. Yeah. We try to give away as much as we can. We got rid of the filing cabinets, folding chairs, shop vac. Just put free. We just put it out there on the curb. We just put free. I kind of felt like a sacrifice, you guys. I kind of felt like we had to just keep shedding. So I'm getting rid of the house, getting rid of stuff, going back to Alabama, getting rid of the truck, getting a car, trying to plan to have a beach life on the beach scene is the goal, is the hope. Trying to get over there. So we're saying goodbye to Creston, Iowa. We're coming up here to Osceola. This is how long it takes you guys to get to a grocery store, just so you know. Well, we have one in town, but like the nearest Target from Creston is like 90 miles. So talk about rural, very, very rural Iowa. This is Osceola, what we're coming up to here right now. We never used to come over here to Osceola for anything. Some people just came just to have the KFC or something. It was, how many miles is Osceola from Creston? 30 miles. Well, maybe people got bored or something. They come out here to Osceola. Maybe just to eat or... Oh, yeah, you like that one. A Mexican place over here. Yeah. So it was just, if they wanted to drive, we love to drive, you guys. If you guys can't tell already, we got a 12-hour drive here on us right now. You guys, and the house that we're letting go was my husband's mom's house, so it almost kind of felt like we're letting her go again. Took off the nameplate today of her last name, so it was just really, really emotional taking the nameplate off my mother-in-law's house. I went to my husband and went to my son, and now it's up for sale. Boy, kids don't keep things long, you guys. They don't keep things long. I thought my son would keep it as a retirement house and come back to Creston and maybe be mayor one day. I was kind of hoping he'd be mayor. He's done a lot of things in that town. So 3 kids graduated in Creston, Iowa. We had 3 kids graduate. And nobody else lives there. We got one in Alabama, one in New York. So nobody really, lives there anymore. It's our first day, you guys. I think we're just really getting close to being empty nesters, but I just don't want to think that far ahead. But it's a lot of letting go. It's a lot of letting you go. It's a lot of letting go, you guys. But I will tell you, be emotional about letting go. It lets people know how much you care. And it lets you come to life about what you care about, and what passion it is, and what truth is, and what love is. And be emotional. Be emotional about when you have to let go. Just absorb it, feel it, and then let it go. You might have a couple restless nights. You might have some times of frustration. And you might learn, like me, I had always an addiction never to be sad. Just automatically get mad. It was my go-to, because I never wanted to look sad or be sad. I want to be strong. And so my go-to was always being mad. And sometimes I forget my addictions. Sometimes I forget my go-tos. I forget my automatic response. I just heard this. I don't know if you guys are talking to me too, because I can hear that too. Automatic response was always get mad. And so I was getting really mad last night. I was getting frustrated. And I thought it was for all these other reasons. I thought it was for moving. I thought it was for letting go. I thought it was for putting the house up for sale. And then I come to find out it's because I'm going to miss my kids. And I never dealt with that emotion. Never dealt with missing my kids, because I didn't have to ever to miss my kids. I've never been this far from all 3 kids before. So it took me a couple hours yelling and screaming at everybody else for a little bit. Not too bad, but you could tell, I gotta bite when I want to. I try not to. So I thought I was mad about moving, or about the mistakes I made, in town, or things I could have done better. It kind of felt like you're on a TV series, and you kind of go through the last bit of music, and it kind of flashbacks and kind of puts a little bit of, I felt like I dealt with that like in real life. So what I was really upset about was leaving my kids. I didn't want to be away from them. I have one in Alabama, Iowa, and New York, and had them all together under one roof. So you guys let me know what you guys do to let go, because it is not a practice of mine. But I have to, because I don't get to choose what I let go. Sometimes the choices are made for you, and you just have to. You have to roll with these punches. So put in the comments how you let go. What do you do to let go? If you're empty nesters, and how that went, put those in the comments. I want to hear from you guys. So I realized that I was just really emotional, that I was just really upset. I didn't want to say goodbye to my kids. I didn't want to say goodbye to my sons. My daughter's with me. She's with me here in Alabama. We're on our way to Alabama right now. But I just didn't want to say goodbye. I didn't want to say goodbye to my boys. I called them up. I put them on a 3-way call last night and just said, hey guys, I'm having a hard time. My boys are so sweet. Like, what's wrong, Mom? I said, I just miss you guys. You guys make plans to come see me in Alabama, and make sure you guys get with each other more often. And they're like, Mom, we will. How many times, you guys, you hear we will? Because I think it's the same amount of time as you hear I know. I know, Mom. I know, Mom. Everything's fine, Mom. I got this, Mom. And it doesn't happen. And it's all, we will see you, Mom. We will, we will. And yet they haven't yet, you guys. Let me tell you, they haven't yet. Dear, has the boys came seen us yet?
No.
No. Do we want them to come see us?
Yes.
Yes. We definitely want them to come and see us. We want them to come and see us, you guys. So, how's that going with your older kids? I got a 26, a 22, and a 16. Are they good visiting? Especially when they're states and states away. A 12-hour drive from Alabama to Iowa. About a 12-hour drive from New York, too, huh? Syracuse to Alabama, where we are. Yeah. So either way, it's a 12-hour drive for either boy. I know you guys, you're probably all flying everywhere. Well, we drive everywhere. We have 4 kids, so we drove everywhere. Especially on a Walmart cashier salary, I was only getting like $9 an hour and going up. I think the most I made at Walmart was like 12 something. So we drove everywhere if we wanted to go anywhere with 4 kids. It just, just made sense. It just made sense. So if you guys are in your season of letting go, don't let it be your next thought to hold on. Go through the whole season. Just let God refresh you, let Him polish you, let Him refine you, let Him motivate you, and go through the whole process, you guys. Don't stop in mid-process. Do not stop. If you have to let go, keep letting go. Right now is my season of letting go. I'm letting go of a house. I'll be letting go of a truck. I let go of chairs that I used to visit on. I let go of a filing cabinet. I let go. And you know what? I don't even know how much more I'll have to let go. But if I do, I'm just at that season for a reason. I'm just at that point that I can, because it's just going to help me be a lighter weight to my next outcome. So I don't know what you guys tell yourselves about letting go, moving on, moving forward, moving to a new state, moving to a place. What you guys tell yourselves. So enjoy it. You can enjoy the process. You can. I mean, maybe the first day of it, it's hard, like it was for me yesterday. It was really, really hard. It was really frustrating, and just the stress of moving, the stress of packing, the stress of selling a house, the stress of having to go look for another house, just have to go look for another vehicle. You guys, that stress will make you sick, make you faint, make you dizzy. But what I have learned is, if you deal with all the emotions first, just get that mess out of the way, and then have some really good affirmations. One my husband gave me last night was on how to eat an elephant. One bite at a time. And then he switched it around for me. And he's like, one step at a time. Just take one step. Not worried about how good it looks. I'm not worried about where it's going. You just take one step. And, just kind of, I don't want to say the word dumbing it down, but dumbing it down for you. You're having the most stressful situation. You're having all kinds of projects going on, all kinds of people that work good with you and don't work good with you, gossip about you, cause you problems, try to distract you. Stay focused, and just dummy it down for you, where you could be able to accept it and receive it, and just tell yourself, I can do one more step. Okay, one. That's not hard to do. I can make one more step. And at that time, I was cleaning off some faceplates to some stuff that we had to have inside the house. We're trying to make it really, really show ready to sell our house in Creston, Iowa. So, I was just kind of cleaning that. Like, okay, my one step right now, I only have one thing to do, is just make this show ready. Okay, I can sit down on a chair, I can relax, I can process, I can think, I can daydream, and I can just go ahead and do one thing at a time. And I will tell you what, when you do one thing, and then you take your time, it's not a rush, it's not a contest, you do the next thing, and you're consistently moving in good time and good quality. And when you see that quality keeps going with you as you take your next step and as your next step, then it's just motivational now. Now it's just like, okay, I know it has to go uphill, but pretty soon I can go downhill and just really enjoy the ride. You can enjoy the ride. You can enjoy losing things. You can enjoy shedding things. You can enjoy moving on. But it's a process. Don't stop mid-process. I just want to encourage you. I feel like really led in my spirit to really tell you, don't stop in mid-process. Dear, what happens if you stop in mid-process? How would things looked at if we did this differently? If we just stopped and just got frustrated, just like, okay, we're going to bed. I mean, what happens when you stop in mid-process?
Well, you just quit.
You just quit.
Never return to finish it.
Yeah.
It's demoralizing. People look at you like, why do I want to be with this person? They're just going to only half do something.
Yeah.
Especially if you're doing it all the time. You do it on everything. People notice that. They don't want to be around someone that only wants to do half the stuff.
Yeah.
You want to do it till it's complete.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're always used to saying, look, I got 100 things done today. Like, you may have got 100 things started. You didn't get 100 things completed.
That's true, too. That's true. Yeah, you're right.
And you were always arguing, it's the point. I'm like, no. The point is did you get any of it done? No. So therefore,
it's like you didn't do anything at all.
Start 100 different things.
Yeah.
That just means you just started 100 different projects.
That you're gonna have to go back to.
Now you're gonna have to go back and try to get them all completed.
Are we having like a fast food mentality on that? Like, okay, get this order done, get what you can, get out and get done. Are we having some type of fast food? I kind of feel like a fast food mentality on that.
That is just in my worldly view.
Yeah, let's talk about that.
Everything is from my own view. Nothing is written in stone. But society has gone to a lot of that. People only want to do the least amount of work for the same amount of pay.
Yeah.
And it shows. It shows in the quality of the work they're getting. That they are producing. To me, if my guys are producing quality work, I'll pay them everything that's due to them. They earn.
Tip on top of that too.
They earn. I'm talking about my employees.
Okay.
If they're doing quality work, every dollar that they deserve.
Yeah.
But if they're doing subpar work, not doing stuff right, cheating steps, the quality of the work ain't there. So why should I fight and get you top earning pay if you're not going to be doing top quality work? There's no reason for it. And a lot of them, they say, they feel like they're being underpaid anyway. But,
that's true.
I mean, if you feel like you're being underpaid, then that's a discussion between you and HR and payroll.
Yeah.
I don't control how much you get paid or what you agreed to when you first started. Last I knew, no one was holding a gun to anyone's head. You have to come and work here. I don't think anyone's ever done that.
True.
I mean, I've never witnessed anything like that.
Yeah.
So, but no, it's just people doing things halfway. It shows in their work, but yet they feel justified that. They, for whatever reason, they must feel that they deserve to earn more. Well, that's what you feel. I'm not going to argue that. Then you need to fight for what you feel you're worth. The company will either say you are worth that or you're not.
True.
And if you're not worth that, then I guess you and the company need to separate ways. You just say, okay, here's my 2 weeks notice. Move on and go somewhere else and get the pay that you deserve, that you feel that you earn. I mean, that's all you can do.
It kind of takes me back to, some people where they're going to work, they want to work because they've already decided their pay, their value, They're going to choose what they do that day and what they don't do that day.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of that. They've made up their mind of their value.
True. But at the same time, you got to look at what you're doing. I've gone into a lot of fast food restaurants and just seen people just not caring about what they are doing.
Yeah.
And I understand they get beat up. I mean, fast food workers get beat up a lot.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if some of them, they're doing their best and they try to do everything with a smile on their face, and others are like, nope, not even going to put the extra effort into it. I'm done. This, that, and the other thing. And you can see it. You can see it on how they're doing their work, how they're doing their job. I mean, a lot of their stuff is physically right there. Everyone can see what you're doing. But for granted, I don't know what everyone's going through. People could be going through a bad time. Something else could be going on. That's why they're acting the way they're acting. There could be unknown things going on. Don't care for whatever reason. They must feel that they have to be the center of the universe, and you're disrupting their center of their universe, and then they want to lash out. Complain to you, complain to what you're doing.
And I believe that's a lot of reason why I really press for everybody, be emotional at home by yourself. Go with God about it. Be emotional at home by yourself. Do not take it out on anybody.
If you are capable of doing that, but so many people are not being taught
You're right
on how to deal with that stuff. They're just thrown out in society. I mean,
true.
But then that goes down to a parenting thing. In my mind, in my view, I'm no psychologist, but from what I've witnessed, there's just too many parents out there today that they have a difficult child. For whatever reason, they have a difficult child. And to them, taking the time, trying to figure out what's wrong with their child, and trying to deal with that to the best of their abilities, they get fed up, and then there's like, you know what, I'm just going to let society take care of it. And they just don't do nothing. They just let the child go do whatever. And then what does the child learn? The child learns that they can act and do a certain thing, and there's no consequences to what they're doing.
Oh, here we go with the consequence. The participation reward.
Oh, give me a break. Don't even get me started on participation trophies.
I was going to get you there.
Hey, here you go. Here's a reward for just showing up. Really?
You know what? Yeah.
Really?
I think we should go with that. Maybe we'd have more people come to work and be on time.
No.
Hey, we're
you
so
wouldn't.
happy here today.
No, you wouldn't.
I think
you get the quality of labor you get. Some people will just say, you know what? If I just show up, I'm going to make X amount of dollars, so I could care less if anything else gets done. I'm just going to show up. That's the mentality that you're producing. Just show up.
We do need
Oh, look, you're going to get a quarterly bonus of $1,000 just because you showed up to work.
That's true.
Wait a minute. That's an automatic requirement.
Yeah.
So, if you want the company to pay you extra for just showing up to work, okay. So does that mean you got to pay the company something out of your pocket if you don't show up for work?
Oh.
Yeah, it needs to be a two-way street, to make it fair. It's a two-way street.
It's called a hit. It's called an occurrence. I mean, you do that too many times, you're fired.
No. Make it a financial. You're wanting them to pay you. For showing up to work.
Yeah.
Okay. Then if you don't show up to work, now you pay the company for not showing up to work.
Oh, you see a lot more people showing up to work. Oh.
You'd see people be like, I ain't going to do that. Okay, then why should the company pay you for showing up to work?
Yeah.
And you say, oh, well, if you don't show up to work, you take a hit. Okay. If you do show up for work, we just say, oh, good job. No extra money. And then after a while, people will be like, well, I show up to work every day. Well, what's the big hoo-ha for that? It's a requirement. Show up to work. Like I said, no one ever forced anyone to, as far as I know, no one has ever been forced to go work somewhere. No one held a gun to anyone's head that I know of. Said, hey, you have to come and work at this job, and this is the crap work that you're going to do. Now you're forced to do it. I mean, I haven't been all over the world. I mean, maybe there is some places like that. I don't know. But everywhere where I have been, I've never witnessed that.
Yeah.
So I can only speak about what I've witnessed.
I'll tell you what, though, going back to, when he was saying about me starting 100 things, and then I'm like, hey, I got started on 100 things, and go, yeah, but you didn't get anything done. Well, I learned something about myself on this trip. I can understand why I started so many things and I didn't get a lot done. I'm looking back on how I was doing things, and just in this trip, I noticed I grew. When I got with my husband, I was like 21, 22 years old. I grew up with my husband. This year is our 23rd year married together. I've never been married before. I was 22 when I met him. Right now, it's 22, 23. Matthew was 20, 21. I was 21 when I met my husband, you guys. So I grew up with him. And when I say I grew up with him, I grew up with him. I had those parents he was talking about who'll just let you grow up and do anything and everything. And, and that's probably why a lot of my family's in jail, if you want to be honest. But one thing I did learn about myself is that my age and growing up with him and not having any real type of upbringing, and then trying to get a lot of things done, not understanding layers, not understanding processes, not understanding how much things cost. At 22 and at 23 I had 2 kids. I had my second son. So looking back, I can see that I used to give up a lot. I would start something and I'd give up on it. Start something, give up on it. So I can go, yeah, I'm getting a lot of things done here today. Or I'm getting a lot of things started today. And I've grown. I'm 45. I got with him when I was 21. I'm 45 this year. And I'm looking back, and it's incredible to see how much I've given up. I've given up, and now, we're packing and we're getting ready to sell this house and things like that. I'm learning to be really reminisce more, be appreciative, but also to look back, see how much I've grown. I got with my husband at 22. And I'm 45. It's our 23rd year of marriage this year. And on this process of selling our house, I can look back now and see that I was happy to start things, but I didn't always have the logic to finish. I didn't have the skill set to finish. I didn't have the tools to finish. I didn't have any experience really to work through things, work through projects. And you have to understand, you guys, I came from California where everything is new. Like every 30 seconds they're building another building, and they're at the prettiest, the most up-to-date stuff. You guys, my first house I had in Creston, Iowa was lath and plaster. Never have I ever, you guys, ever been, unless we went to a museum or a history book about these. You're smiling over there. I'm going to get you on the camera. Going from California, honey, to a lath and plaster house in Creston, Iowa, where there's chicken fence in the walls, and the whole house is made out of concrete and has stucco on the outside. You guys, and never have I ever, at 22 years old, ever touch a drill or anything. Like, I lived in apartments a lot. I lived with my family a lot, so it was either, if you live in apartments in California, you just call the maintenance guy. The maintenance guy comes, does this, the maintenance guy does that, and then wasn't the maintenance guy, then you're living with family, and maybe family knows how to do it, or have a friend to do it. So at 22, absolutely no experience, never even holding a drill or any power tools, could I finish through or have the patience or anything, really anything. So I came from California and met my husband. We moved to Creston, Iowa, and bought our first house, and it was all stuck on the outside, lath and plaster. And I would start maybe 5 or 10 things I want to start for the day. I'd be so discouraged because I couldn't get everything done, and chasing around two littles. My sons are 3 years apart, so you start on one house, one part of the house you start to clean, and then a 2-year-old, 3-year-old is right behind you making it messy again. I felt like I was chasing my tail, you guys. Probably all through parenting, I felt like I was chasing my tail, start on one thing and then have to go do it again. I felt like I was just running in circles all the time, you guys. But so I realized now, looking back, how much I gave up. I never realized I gave up so much. I never realized I really didn't think things through so much. But you could judge yourself on 22. You're 22. I'm happy for the 22-year-old that, has all this other, experience and teaching and training. But I think that's a lot of my husband says, a lot of it really just depends on your training, on what you had, before you left your house. Dear, isn't it sad to see now, we've got like 23, 24-year-olds who still don't even know how to do a load of laundry. Like, I was finding that in Creston. Oh, in Creston, they still don't do their laundry. They don't even know their laundry.
My day and age, that was just unheard of.
Yeah.
Today,
they don't know how to do it. It's crazy. Why? They don't know how to do laundry.
Why? Because their parents don't teach them how to freaking do that. That is basic 101 parenting right there. Hey, do your laundry. This is how you do your laundry.
Yes.
Get off your lazy butt and do it.
Yeah.
Why? My mom just does it. Okay, what are you going to do when she ain't there?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Yeah, you're going to have stinky ass clothes. Because you can't operate a freaking washing machine.
Yeah. It's crazy. Something that don't even know how to cook an egg.
Something that a 7-year-old in a third world country can operate, you can. Good grief.
Some don't even know how to fry an egg. Oh, we're going there, baby. We're going there. Wait.
You'll probably lose all your freaking followers.
No,
because
it's
I'll
okay.
freaking
It's
just
okay.
Go off on them.
Well, they're not up for the cussing, I'll tell you that. But I do.
I mean, that just drives me freaking insane.
Now I got from YouTube. Welcome to chat. Remember to guard your privacy and abide by our community guidelines. I'm not pressing on the tab to learn more.
What?
I'm not pressing on the tab to learn more. No.
Oh, you had something pop up on your
It did at some point in time. I didn't catch it when it got there. But there's some that don't even know how to fry an egg. They're 20 years old. They don't even know how to fry an egg.
I guess they go hungry.
No, they eat ramen. They eat ramen.
Oh yeah, but what happens when the ramen's gone?
I don't know.
What are you gonna make noodles with?
I have no clue.
I mean, I'm sure there's a way to make a noodle without an egg, but
yeah,
I don't know. I think you make noodle. In order to make dough, you gotta have some eggs.
Yeah.
To make dough.
Dear, they're not hand making ramen noodles, dear.
Ramen noodles.
They are not hand making.
No, but the whole point is, I mean, if it ain't there, then what are they gonna do?
And they eat hot dogs.
This comes all the way down to the whole freaking
sandwiches. DoorDash. Oh, you think it's gonna get worse because of DoorDash?
What?
For people to cook and kids to learn how to cook? You think DoorDash is gonna make it? Well, I can't blame DoorDash for people's choices. So I think that they'll give in.
DoorDash and stuff, it just shows how. I mean, I'm not going to say it makes them lazy. No, they might be doing multiple things. They might be someone like you trying to do 100 things. And you know what? They can't do all 100 things. So now they're paying other people to help them do the things. I'm saying for
kids and young adults growing up about how to learn how to cook, I think they're just calling DoorDash. They're just calling DoorDash.
Yeah, that's the point.
Are they making it
worse?
They're
too involved in what they're doing. They didn't plan ahead to say, you know what, I've got to get something to eat. Yeah. That means I'm going to have to cook something.
That ain't happening.
Nope. They're going to just keep doing what they're doing and DoorDash something to them. I mean, I don't mind it because we DoorDash. Yeah. You know, and we thank all of our DoorDashing people who place orders with DoorDash. Appreciate it.
We do. Thank you to our customers.
But at the same time, I mean, some of the things these people have DoorDashed, it's like, okay.
They're not doing. You gotta go there.
I'm going there.
Go there. You can go there. You can go there anytime you want to go there. Yeah. But yeah, I think that because kids now have a choice, and this is the thing. Remember when we were DoorDashing? And a mom was like, excuse me, what are you doing? I go, I'm just delivering DoorDash. And then we hear them call each other. And, you know, I think some kids are DoorDashing. Their parents don't know they're DoorDashing. We're catch, I think I remember at least 2 that we really did catch. That was actually going on.
Well, there's people out there DoorDashing stuff. Husbands and wives DoorDashing stuff without their spouses even knowing. I don't know how many times I've seen that so far. That is weird to me. I have seen men and women freaking order alcohol. I'd be delivering it to them, and they meet me not at the front door. Okay. Not the front door of their house, but they'll meet me out at the edge of their driveway. Like, okay, you know, they want to come out.
Weird, yeah.
This is weird, but okay, whatever.
This is weird, bro.
You know, I check their ID. They're good to go. And instead of them walking straight to the front door and like they're going into their house, nope, they go around the side of their house, around the side of the garage, and in through a fence door, or there's not even a gate door there, and they're gone. They just like disappear into the bushes.
Oh
like,
my goodness, why are
what
they
in the
disappearing
world
in the
is
bushes?
going on here? Okay,
Oh,
whatever.
man.
You know, whatever trips their trigger, I don't care. It doesn't involve me.
It disappeared into the bushes.
They just disappeared into the bushes.
Oh man, that's crazy. You got the weirder ones. I mean, you get the worst.
I get the weird ones. I'm telling you, I get all types of people. I mean, it is.
Oh,
it makes you go,
Or makes you
Just
run
shake
to
your
your
head.
car and lock your door.
Shake your head.
Oh,
I mean, there's been times
man.
it's like, I wish I could unsee this.
Oh man. And I'd be like, I wish I could record this right now. I wish I knew this was gonna happen.
No. I wonder if that's a thing. Can we get a body camera?
I'm sure that's a thing.
Body camera.
Yeah.
I mean, technically I'm in public, so you can record anything in public. There's no assumption of privacy in public.
That's true.
I think I could do that because I'm on the outside in public. I can still record. They open up their door and whatnot. I don't know. That's a whole book of worms at that point.
Yeah. So you guys enjoy it. So you can enjoy. You can move on. You can get into different conversations. You can get into different mentalities. You know, this was a hard day for us because we're leaving Creston, where we got married, where 3 of our kids graduated, where my husband's mom has passed away, where my son's first house that he bought is being put up for sale. It's a lot of firsts, but you know what? We can move on. You see us moving on. It hurts. We're not denying hurt. We're not hiding the hurt. We're not throwing the hurt away. We're just appreciating the good times and looking back at just the good times. And we're not sour. We're not mad. We're not hateful. We're not bitter. We are ready for our future. But I mean, how can you be so ready though when you had so much love to leave behind? We spent the majority of our life there raising kids and working and buying 2 houses in Creston, and I'm 45 now, so we did that before I was even 40 years old, you guys. And it's a miracle to me still today that we were able to do this. Wasn't 40 years old, owned 2 cars and 2 houses, and you know, raised 4 kids and 3 graduates, and on our way to our 4th graduate right now. And yeah, it was sad. It was sad that we couldn't do our 4th one in Alabama. I wanted her to graduate where all her brothers and sisters graduated and her cousin graduated.
In Iowa.
In Iowa. I'm sorry, did I say something?
You said Alabama.
Oh, sorry. Well, I'm still having a hard time, you guys, with having my daughter graduate in Alabama. But, you know, don't rush anything. You know, go through your full process so you could really say that, you know what, there's nothing here for me. It wasn't easy for me to go through this process. And even looking back, I did get a couple times jealous. I don't want to say the word jealous, but you know what? This house is all brand new. You know, I'm the one who chose the bowl sink. I fell in love with some items and the touchscreen mirrors, a speaker, radio, an LED light. I'm leaving back the things that I had planned for me. This is supposed to be my new house. And I'm happy I got to use it a couple times. Dear, are you happy you got to use the new stuff a couple times?
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think about leaving behind all your hard work and all your new stuff, and the best is left for somebody else? How are you going about that?
Going fine with it. I mean,
yeah.
Everything comes to an end eventually.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Yeah.
It's part of growing up, moving on. You gotta let things go.
But why?
I mean, I don't make enough financially to support having multiple houses.
Well, I know. That's true.
So,
Yeah.
get it in the truck or you're leaving it behind. One of the two. And you're like, look, they're my blankets and they're white. Well, it's either we're getting rid of them or we're putting them in the back. Okay, I guess I can deal with them getting a little dirty. All right, then.
Good answer.
Here's your two choices. Two choices.
I really don't like my choices right now.
Hey, you know, from what I heard, you know, when it comes down to choices, okay, life is all based upon two choices.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you gonna do?
Choices. They're hard choices.
Well, yeah, but
I mean,
they're not hard. They're pretty simple. What?
We're leaving where we got married and we had 3 graduates of our kids. We're leaving.
It's just a moment in time.
We're leaving it. We got married there.
Yeah.
And it's emotional and sentimental.
I can understand that.
It's our first everything together. It's our first everything together.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know where you guys go. We got kids calling.